Bonjour diddly orno everybody, how you all doing? Hope you're keeping safe out there. Today this is it folks, this is the big one. This may be my contender for Toy of the Year 2021. It's only just at the end of February, but yeah, this deserves it. This is the Studio Series 86 Transformers Grimlock. The best Transformer I've seen in a long while. I mean, gee, sweet-o-lee. Just look at this thing. Oh. And okay, kick things off. Pick this beautiful thing up from the fine folks over at Comics and Cocktails. Still got them in stock. It was free delivery. It was like 2-3 days to get him to me. Amazing. Great store. Recommend as always. Okay, the figure itself, we'll just look at this thing. It's an amazing recreation of the G1 Grimlock design. It's beautiful. Before I before I continue to gush, just quick bit of background as always. For like the most information, I recommend checking out Chris McFeely's The Basics On video. He does all these videos on Transformers. You probably know it already, or know of his channel already, but I recommend checking out his The Basics On Grimlock. It's really good. But for those who can't be bothered, Grimlock was from the G1 cartoon. He was one of the Dinobots. He was actually the leader of the Dinobots, the Autobots built on Earth. Transformed into a T-Rex. They all transformed into dinosaurs, and they were brilliant. They were every kid's favourite. But this figure in particular is not technically based on that. It's instead based on, because Studio Series does this, the Transformers the movie. It's actually based on the good Transformers the movie. In my opinion, what we should consider the only Transformers movie, the original, the 1986, the masterpiece that it was. And Grimlock was in there. He wasn't a main character, he was a side character, but he was still good. He was his good old goofy, not stupid, but rather simple-minded self, and he was brilliant in that. He was the much needed levity in that film, because the film did get dark, and this toy is based on him in that film, and it's just, oh, look at this thing, it's beautiful. It's got the classic Grimlock proportions. This is what, as a kid, you think, or what you thought a T-Rex looked like, sat upright like that with big dumpy legs, but God, it's beautiful. I had the original G1 toy, and this figure just reminds me of it. It's like the figure has grown up as I have. It's amazing. And it's just the quality of it. And this is a leader class figure, and there is heft to this. I mean, I've recently had the leader class Beast Wars Megatron from the Kingdom line. It's not a patch on this. I'm just going to say that now. This toy is far superior. For one, it's not overly complicated. It does exactly what it needs to do. There's an economy of design here which is astounding. But the figure also doesn't skimp on articulation, as you can see. It moves everywhere you want the figure to move. The hips are great. The the knees are great, because they are actually the elbows. If you've ever transformed a Grimlock toy, you know his Dinobot or his Dino form legs are the robot mode arms. That's great. Great head articulation, neck, jaw, ball jointed arms. It's really great, and it just looks wonderful. The colours are brilliant. They match on to, like, the movie design and the character reference designs beautifully. Dinobot mode, dinosaur mode, has a little storage space on the back for Grimlock's main weapon, which is his iconic twin-barreled missile launcher / laser cannon. Looks really cool. Not only that, but if you open up Dinobot's mouth, he has a little peg so you can attach on siege effects or blast effects that have come out since, I guess Siege was the first one to do it, and then Earthrise and Kingdom. Actually, no, though, they don't get any new effects in Kingdom. Huh. But yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, it does also come with another accessory. I better just bring this up. Very divisive topic among Transformers fans. He comes with a little wheelie figure. Yes, a little wheelie figure. The rhyming, really annoying character added into the third season after the movie, and actually, added in during the movie. I know not a lot of people like him because he's just so annoying, and me personally, what do I think about him? I can't stand the little shite. But he was with Grimlock in the movie, and they've thrown him in as an accessory. He's actually a really good accessory. He fits onto Grimlock's shoulders using some little pegs and tabs. Looks cool. He's not like a static lump of plastic. He has got some articulation, but rather weirdly, he's like 50% there. Like, he's got ball jointed shoulders, hips. He has a ball jointed head. He has waist articulation. If they just thrown in a few more joints, you had a perfect Studio Series wheelie figure. Non-transforming, of course, but it's weird that they didn't do it. I can't complain considering how much they've done with the Grimlock figure. It's beautiful. And as for transformation, it's Grimlock's transformation. There's only really one way to do it properly, and that's what they did. It's not complicated. If you've done the G1 one, you know how to do this one. And oh lordy, just look at this figure in robot mode. It's Grimlock. It's the quintessential Grimlockiness of it. Is just, oh, the proportions are brilliant. The colours, the sculpting, everything about it is just immense. And like, the articulation's really good as well. There's no pose I want to get this figure into that he won't do. He's got universal shoulders, hips, knees, elbows, ankle tilts. Head is on a ball joint. Those little wings at the back articulate so you can get them to where you want them to be. Wrist swivels. It's an amazing, amazing figure. It's probably, I can't imagine any other figure this year beating it. I mean, I haven't handled the Studio Series Hot Rod yet, but it's the only one I can think of so far that might be a challenge to it. But he just looks so good. As I said before, he comes with the blaster effect. His laser blaster /missile launcher. Looks great in his hand. That's a big weapon as well. That's not some hollow gun. That's a chunky chunk of blaster, and that's got little ports at the end so you can put the siege blast effects on there. Looks really great. Not only that, well, okay, one thing you kind of wish he'd come with. I can understand why some people are complaining about this. He doesn't come with his like Dinobot sword. He had it in this TV show, but he never actually used it in the movie. So you could argue this is a movie-based figure, so they didn't need to include an accessory which he didn't actually use in the movie. But it would have been nice. But if you've got any of the weaponizers from Battle Masters, that's it, Battle Masters from Siege or Earthrise, yeah, they work with him. You give him a hammer, give him a sword. He's also got ports on him as well, so you can put the blast effects to make it look like he's being hit by blaster fire. It just looks so good. He's just such a beautiful, beefy figure. It's Hasbro, yet again, they know how to get my money. They know what I want, and they've done it. They've gouged me yet again. Well, not gouged. No, that's the wrong term. They've hit that nostalgic twinge in my heart that's attached directly to my wallet yet again. Just comparing now his robot mode to some other figures in my collection. Here he is next to the small deluxe himself, Cliff Jumper. God, the size of him compared to him, it makes him look. He's a giant figure, but he looks gargantuan compared to Cliff Jumper. Next to a slightly bigger deluxe. Here he is next to another Studio Series 86 figure, Jazz. This is kind of this is what a leader should be. Look at the size of him. Here he is again, another Studio Series 86 figure, Cup. Looks brilliant, just like they were in the movie. Here he is next to my last review, the Generation Selects G2 Coloured Megatron. And as I said with that figure's a nice size for a Voyager, but this is definitely the size I want for a leader. Just the difference between the two, I kind of looking at the difference between the two here justifies in my mind the price difference between leaders and Voyagers. I mean, it's not like, say, the next one here, which is Optimus Prime, which is they're both these figures sell for the same amount. Okay, just consider that. I understand that Optimus comes with the trailer, which is okay. That kind of makes up for it, but look at the two of them together. Yeah, no, I can't complain that they're both worth it. But just Grimlock is. I think I'm just in awe of Grimlock at the moment, but they just look really good together. I mean, what more could you ask? And here he is just next to Wheelie. Wheelie can't stand on his own, which is kind of a shame. He's a tiny guy. I actually think he should actually be smaller, really, considering what he looks like in the movie. But the best way to transport him around with Grimlock is just have him carrying in his arm, like a little baby. Looks cute. So that's the review basically. That's just been me gushing on for about 10 minutes. Do I recommend this figure? Of course I bloody do. Go get this figure. Anyway, you can order it, buy it, get it. If you have to trade your soul for it, it'll almost be worth it. The only way this thing could possibly be better is if I also had a shattered glass repaint of it. That's the only other thing I could possibly want. He's beautiful. He's amazing. He's well made. He's well sculpted. He's dense. He's high quality, and I cannot recommend him highly enough. Go out, get him. So if you do nothing else this week or this year, buy this figure. Well, okay, that's me done. As always, folks, thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. And of course, stay safe, stay sane, and keep on rolling. And I'll see you all next time. Ta-da!